All right, making a little bit more progress here on the Beater-51 P-51 Mustang. So I took the retract housing out of the aircraft here because this strut here was actually bent. It wasn't closing up all the way in the into the wheel well. And what I found is that the set screws, the grub screws that actually hold the strut into the retract housing, weren't even tight. So another thing to double check is when you buy a used airplane, make sure all your fasteners are tight. Both of them were totally loose. I'm totally shocked that that strut was even staying in there. I think the fact that it was bent was probably keeping the strut in there. So I'm gonna have to make sure I check the other one as well. So I'm gonna have to take both retracts apart, make sure that all the fasteners are tight. As you can see, somebody else has already been in there, somebody else has already messed with it, and they didn't tighten up the grub screws. And that probably explains why it looks like the wheel or the tire had been going down the runway on an angle. It's completely, try to see if I can get it back out here. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, look at the tire. So obviously they had a little bit of an alignment issue there, and it just ate the tire away just as it would on a real car. So that's it for the retract update on the one side. But it now, after putting it into a vise, it now centers inside the wheel well, and it will retract completely. But now that I've realized that the screws were loose in one, I'm gonna have to go check the other one. So another thing you're gonna have to look for, if you buy a brand new plane, chances are you're not gonna have to worry about that. I mean, you could always double check anyway. But if you're buying a used plane, you really, really need to be aware of what the other owner may or may not have done to the plane.